So Mike Grevitt, who's Secretary of the UKSSB, and I are now going to reveal what you've all been desperately waiting for. That is two things: the prizes and the winner of the treasure hunt. So I'll ask first if we can get the winners up, and we'll start with Mike introducing the prizes for the best categories in the order that we're going to do it, which is firstly prizes for posters, and then prizes for presentations. And we've got different groups. That is, one group is the scientific presentations, and the other are the clinico-surgical ones. And then we've got a prize in each category for poster and presentation, and then finally a prize for the best of the best. So Mike, do you want to start the presentations?
Thanks, Patrick. So it's a great pleasure to announce for the best scientific poster, slide, Henry, and that goes to Alex Breen. Well done, Alex, on dynamic lumbar spinal motion differs in low back pain patients when compared to controls at specific intersegmental levels. So well done.
So we'll imagine him going up to the podium to collect his prize. Meanwhile, we'll move on to the next clinical poster prize for the best clinical poster. And that goes to Leanne Wood, subject close to my heart, which reflects the excellence of the setup in Nottingham for seeing patients on the same day with atraumatic spinal pain. So well done, Leanne and the team there. Fantastic.
And the next award goes to the best scientific podium presentation. Thank you, Henry. And that goes to Joseph Snuggs. Well done, Joseph. Joseph, a Caprine model of intervertebral disc degeneration, a testing platform for an injectable hydrogel. And so congratulations to the team at Sheffield Hallam and Amsterdam UMC. Congratulations.
Now for the best clinical presentation, we have, not surprisingly, the group from Kiel, Kia Constantinou, who was part of the lead researcher in the Scopic trial, which we heard about this morning. So very well done, a lot of work, very well thought out, and very deserving of a prize after all that work.
Thank you. And so the next award for the best of the pest, and that goes to Andrew Dixon. So congratulations, Andrew. The fruits of your PhD labours have been realised in this glittering prize. So assessment of clinically relevant measures for injection of intervertebral disc therapy. So congratulations on this very premier award.
Brilliant. So now I know you're all quaking because we have the winner of the treasure hunt. And to establish this, we have to spin the wheel. And we all have such faith in the system that we know this is going to work. So, Henry, can I get you to spin the wheel and let's see who is the winner?
Fingers crossed. So just to let everyone know, we had 46 people complete the treasure hunt, and all of their names are loaded up into the wheel. And here we go. Apologies if the animation is a little bit stuttery with the screen share.
Do we have to say when we stop it, Henry?
No, it stops automatically.
Might be a fix.
So the winner of the treasure hunt is Ed Seal.
Oh, well done, Ed. Fantastic, fantastic result.
So just to say, for all those who have been awarded prizes, please do email me after. I'll try and get in touch with you after the meeting, and then we'll get your prizes sorted out and sent out to you.
Okay, so we're on the final lap, and it's just for me to thank all of you. Thank you for having faith in this meeting in the midst of COVID. We've had 500 delegates, 20 sponsors, not bad for a meeting without a physical venue. And we've made a reasonable profit to help run the spinal and back pain societies over the next couple of years. I hope you, like me, have learnt a lot from the talks. Speakers from Australia, Singapore, China, Egypt, USA and Europe, from how you might manage virtual consultations better, patients with sciatica, the Scopic trial, the NERVES results, and for surgeons, a multiple of technical tips and new devices, from scientists, inspirational talks on spinal cord networks, tips on how to run clinical trials well, an insight into genomics, proton beam therapy, and much more besides. And for therapists and surgeons, best pathways and best ways to communicate well, and of course, Alison McGregor's attention to detail in management of elite athletes. And we've also learned important lessons from patients presenting, from Wyn Jones's talk, Don't Tell a Patient He's Lucky When He's Not, and from Gillian's Cordequina talk, When You've Made a Mistake, Even If You Don't Think You Have, meet up and talk to the patient about it, even though this is often the hardest thing to do. There are many people to thank for getting us to and through these last 3 days. Thanks to you, the delegates, to the many speakers and moderators, there are over 100 of them. Thanks to the current and past UKSSB board, Sachin Ahuja, Nafis Anjawala, Dermot Ferguson, Pete Milner, Nigel Henderson, Naveen Kumar, and the executive, Mike Grevitt and Neil Orpen. This has been a great opportunity to get together and learn so much when we had no other way of doing so. Yes, there have been irritations, glitches, and screen blackouts, but we get them in different ways in all meetings. Thankfully, we had no long queues for cold coffee or lunch, and no thickheads in the morning. And now you can watch the bits you missed, or the bits you liked again, from the comfort of your living room, for at least the next 30 days. You'll appreciate that a lot was going on behind the scenes, but probably not just how frenetic and difficult it's been. Firstly, thanks to iVent, but massive thanks to Laura and Helen, who was just back from maternity leave and was thrust into the bear's den of a virtual meeting. We should take a moment to wish Julie Archer of Archer Yates all the best in her recovery from sudden heart disease a few weeks ago, which was surely contributed to by the stresses of planning this meeting. Good luck to her as she recovers over the next few weeks. We'll all be thinking of you. However, I think you'll all recognise the one person who's held this meeting together has been Henry Dodds. He's been everywhere, morning, noon and night. But we've also been hugely supported unnoticed by Lee Breakwell. They've both been everywhere sorting out last-minute glitches, scoring, late speakers, mics closed and speakers unmuting when they shouldn't, of course, including me. So I'm going to ask you all to stand up and clap with me for a few seconds in front of your computer to thank Henry and Lee, just as we've clapped for the NHS workers during COVID. Now that's quite bizarre, as I've no idea whether you're clapping along. Lastly, to run a better meeting, we need to have feedback. What went well, what went badly, tell us. The questionnaire will be hitting your email box in the next few days, so please make sure that UKSSB is not spam and spend a little time filling it in. If you do, you can have a certificate of attendance. What's next? Well, for surgeons, BSS, then BAS next spring in Belfast, in the capable hands of Niall Eames and co. And the next UKSSB in Cardiff in 2023, hosted by the irrepressible Sachin Ahuja, by which time we hope we'll have the choice of meeting face-to-face, even if some of you have been converted to attending meetings in your t-shirt and slippers. So have a great journey back into your living room, and I'll see you at the next meeting. All the very best.